For each function shown below, determine the growth or the decay factor, as well as the growth rate or the decay rate. So let's say if we have some exponential function, y is equal to a times b raised to some variable. It could be x or it could be t. If b is greater than 1, what we have is exponential growth. So b represents the growth factor. Now, if b is a positive number that's less than 1, or in other words, is between 0 and 1, then we have exponential decay. So b would represent the decay factor. Now, b is equal to 1 plus r. So we can rewrite this equation like this. We can say that y is equal to a times 1 plus r raised to the t. Now, when r is greater than 0, we have exponential growth. And so r is going to represent not the growth factor, but the growth rate. So it's the rate of growth, or in other words, the rate of increase. If r is less than 0, b is going to be less than 1, and so we're going to have exponential decay. In that case, r is going to represent the decay rate, or the rate of decrease. So with that being said, for part A, we have y is equal to 100 times 1.17 raised to the t. So a is 100, b is 1.17. Because b is greater than 1, this is the growth factor. So the growth factor in this problem is 1.17. Now, replacing b with 1 plus r. If we set 1 plus r equal to b and subtract 1 from both sides, we get the value of r. R is going to be 0.17. So we have 1 plus 0.17, which is equal to what we started with, 1.117. So we can see that r is greater than 0, r is specifically 0.17. So this is going to be the growth rate, or the rate of increase. For those of you who want to quickly access my Math and Science video playlists, feel free to check out the website video-tutor.net. You'll find playlists on algebra, geometry, trig, pre-cal, calculus, general chemistry, organic chemistry, physics, statistics, and other topics as well. And you can also access my final exam review videos on this website, in addition to my test prep videos. And there's some other links that you can explore here as well, so feel free to take a look at that when you get a chance. Now, let's move on to part B. So we have y is equal to 500 times 0.76 raised to the t. So 500 is our a value, it's the initial amount, and b is 0.76. So because b is less than 1, we're dealing with exponential decay. And 0.76, that is going to be the decay factor. Now, if we set 1 plus r equal to b, we could solve for r. Subtracting both sides by 1, we get that r is 0.76 minus 1, or negative 0.24. So since r is negative 0.24, that means that r is less than 1, which helps us to see that we're dealing with exponential decay. Now, the r value, negative 0.24, that is going to be the decay rate, So we have a 24% rate of decrease. And we can write the formula like this. 0.76 is basically replacing 0.76 with 1 plus r being negative 0.24, we have this. So this number here is the decay rate. Now what about part C? So we have y is equal to 800 times 0.96 raised to the 3t. Notice this number 3. We only want just the t variable on top. So we're going to have to do some extra work here. 0.96 raised to the 3t is the same as 0.96 to the third power raised to the t. When you raise one exponent to another, you need to multiply them, thus giving us 3t. Now, 0.96 to the third power, that's 0.884736. So this is our new equation, and since this is our a value, b is 0.8847. So b is less than 1, we're dealing with exponential decay. And this is our rate of decay. Actually, no. This is the decay factor. If we were to subtract this number from 1, we would get 0.115264. So we can write it like this. Or you could solve for r. You could set this equal to 1 plus r and solve for r, and you'll get this number. So r is negative 0.115264. So this is the decay rate. So what we have is an 11.5264% rate of decrease. So that's basically it for this video. I wanted to show you the difference between the growth factor and the growth rate, as well as the difference between the decay factor and the decay rate. So in this example, this is the decay factor, and this is the rate of decay. Now, for those of you who want to find related video content, feel free to check out the links in the description section. So if you click on more, you'll find other videos on logarithms, graphing exponential functions, even solving exponential functions, and similar topics as well. So feel free to take a look at that when you get a chance.